Hi friends, welcome back to Channa Tech Point. Today we will see what is the difference between Spring and Spring Boot. Let's start the session. These are the main difference between the Spring and Spring Boot. First one is Spring is an open source, lightweight framework widely used to develop the enterprise applications, whereas Spring Boot is built on top of the conventional Spring framework, widely used to develop the REST APIs. Second one, the most important features of this Spring framework is dependency injection. It injects the dependency related object into dependent class with the help of AutoWire. Whereas the most important feature of the Spring Boot is auto configuration. Everything will take care by the Spring Boot itself. It will automatically configure the related configurations. Third point, in Spring, it helps to create a loosely coupled applications. Loosely coupled application means class A, class B is there. Class A is called dependent class and class B is called dependency class. In future, we need to done any changes in dependency class B that is not affected in class A. In this scenario, this pattern is called loosely coupling. Spring Framework create the loosely coupled applications, whereas Spring Boot it creates a stand-alone applications. Some of the examples of the standalone applications are Notepad, Notepad++, Calculator. This type of applications are example for the stand-alone application. Come to fourth point, framework. We need to set the server explicitly, whereas Spring Boot provide the embedded servers such as Tomcat and Jetty. No need to add any server explicitly. Defaultly embedded server is added in Spring Boot. Fifth point, developers manually define the dependency for the Spring projects in pom.xml. What are the required dependencies? Everything add manually in Spring framework. Whereas Spring Boot comes with the concept of starters in pom.xml file that internally take care of the downloading and dependencies jars everything from the central repository. Sixth point, in Spring Framework, XML configuration is required, whereas Spring Boot no need of any XML configuration in Spring Boot. Seventh point, it does not provide support for the in-memory database, whereas Spring Boot provide in-memory database such as H2. You can see H2 is an embedded and open source and in-memory database. It is a relational database management system written in Java. It is a client-server application. Store the data in memory, not persist the data on disk. In Spring Boot, it will use the in-memory database. That means it will collect the data from in-memory, not collect the data from disk space. 8 point, developers need to write boilerplate code for the similar task. Repeated code is called boilerplate code. Whereas Spring Boot, there is reduction in boilerplate code. It reduces the repeated code in the Spring Boot. Ninth point, Spring Framework does not provide any plugins for Maven and Gradle, etc. In Spring Framework, it does not provide any plugins for the Maven and Gradle default, whereas Spring Boot provide the plugins for the Maven and Gradle, including packaging of the execute file. We can use packaging for converting our application into jar. These are the main differences between the Spring and Spring Boot. Thank you for watching. For more updates, please subscribe my channel.